Indiana Pacers, Miami Heat, fourth quarter comeback. Well, the first quarter, the Pacers had an opportunity to escalate, and they did a fantastic job with their 26-22 lead, building the momentum. And the Heat relied a lot on short-range shots early in the first quarter. 20 of their 22 points came from points in the paint. LeBron James had 2 fouls. Chris Bosh had 2 fouls. Dwayne Wade moved from shooting guard to point guard because the Heat needed points. They were outcome dependent on getting those points, and you saw that early in the contest. The second quarter, you saw a Pacers team that was more disciplined, more lax. LeBron had 3 fouls, and they capitalized on that opportunity. They built a sizable lead. Third quarter, you saw more of the same from the Pacers, but the Miami Heat were a different team. They had a different mentality, and they were like, screw this. We're not putting up with this. We're not losing to the fucking Pacers again. And they came out in the second half. They were hard asses about everything. You saw a different team with a different mentality. The Pacers still led, but the Heat were able to build off that momentum in the third quarter. Roy Hibbert's foul trouble. Roy Hibbert has a 4th foul. They decided to keep him in the game because LeBron James had 3 fouls in the third quarter of the last game, and LeBron got soft after that, and because of that, Paul George just took off and the Pacers won. So Pacers decided to keep Roy Hibbert in the game, not get soft, and Roy Hibbert gets a 5th foul, and because Roy Hibbert got the 5th foul, the Miami Heat were able to capitalize off that. And Hibbert's a big man. He's 7'2", 250. He knows how to play perimeter defense, and without Roy Hibbert, that opened up a lot of opportunities for the Heat. And late in the third quarter, the Heat make their first 3-pointer of the game, and that gives them a lot of momentum, a lot to build on, and it's like this 6-point, 7-point duel. You see the Pacers go up by 9 early in the fourth quarter, but the Heat are able to hit the mid-range and long-range shots when it counts in the fourth quarter. They're able to minimize the damage, and eventually Dwayne Wade does so well. He builds up so much momentum. The Heat hit so many 3-pointers that they tie this game. And then Ray Allen hits a 3-pointer to give the Heat a lead. The crowd's electric. They're into it. They know that this is their game to lose at that point, and they're cheering so loud that the Pacers' mentality, their mindset, they're like, we just blew this lead. And the Pacers can't believe that they just blew the lead to the Heat. And that's how the Miami Heat took care of business against the Indiana Pacers. And from a Pacers standpoint, this does affect your team psychologically. You lose to the Pistons. Again, they're a team you should have defeated on Monday night. You lose to the Heat, and you got another Friday night game on national television. So you have to come out Friday night, and you have to win to put this behind you. But you might not. Like, the psychological letdown in the fourth quarter against the Heat, that might still be in the minds of the Indiana Pacers. So you really have to think about how that's going to affect the team. Great job by the Heat getting their act together in the fourth quarter. It's a statement win, it's a comeback win, and it shows people that the Miami Heat are still the brawlers, the 2-time defending champions of the NBA. This Pacers-Heat rivalry is just getting started, folks, and even if the Heat lose the remaining 2 games in this 4-game regular season series, that doesn't matter because what happens in the NBA playoffs is more important than what happens in the regular season. But the Heat needed to win this game tonight to let people know that they're not a bunch of lightweights. You can't let the Pacers get up 2-0 in the regular season series when they have the number 1 seed. So credit the Miami Heat for being mentally disciplined, for overcoming the adversity, and Eric Spoelstra's going to want to keep this tape, keep highlights of this game to let the team know that, hey, this is what champions are made of. The way we played, it was a horrible game, a horrible start, but we came out with the win. We got the momentum, and you're going to want to put this in the archives, the game film of this game in the archives, Spoelstra. Bravo, Miami.